Hey everybody, today we're going to take a look at the Mavlos Plume, a rod that I've been very curious about trying for quite a while. We're going to have a look at the rod now, and then we'll go out on the water and catch a few fish hopefully. And I'll give my final thoughts at the end of the video. But as you can see here, it comes in a typical rod bag that's got some, padding to it. I wouldn't say it's neoprene, but it's got this, mesh and whatever, and it's padded and it's a rod bag. Not that exciting. We'll get rid of the bag and we'll take a look at the rod. Now you can see the rod has quite a unique design. Firstly, it has a monocoque handle. It's all one piece, the blank and the handle section, which usually means that the rod is pretty sensitive in that you can, get really good feeling through the hand when you feel the lure on the bottom, or, when you get those little bites from those dinks that we love to catch. But also, the rod has a very thick section at the bottom of the blank here. It's quite unique, really. And this fast taper means that the rod is actually quite a fast action. I definitely wouldn't say it was extra fast, but I would say it's medium fast to fast, I would say. Now it comes in casting and spinning. This is obviously the casting version. Both of them, there's only one length. It's 6 foot, 2-piece, ultralight. And it's rated or recommended for a 2 to 6 pound line, or that's about 1 to 3 kilos, and a 0.6 to 8 gram casting weight. So pretty versatile. With some rods that have these sub 1 gram casting weights, you can they're recommended to only throw 5 grams on, but you can comfortably throw 8 grams on this. I personally haven't gone above 8 grams because I don't usually throw above 8 grams, but I have casted 8 grams on this. And it's a 40-ton carbon blank, Toray carbon, and it also has 8 Fuji guides. And we'll take a look at the rod from the butt section up, just so you know what you're dealing with. The butt section here has some very firm rubber, and it's got a little Mavlos logo on the bottom there. Got the Mavlos logo here. That's all very smooth. There's no sort of like transition or feeling like it's just some sort of sticker that's been whacked on there. The knob here on the reel seat and the handle, it's black, but it has some sort of subtle fleck to it. Maybe silver, maybe you can see some sort of blue and green kind of fleck in there. Not too obvious, but it is a nice detail. And it's got this nice curved grip that I like. It has that kind of like molding to it, so it's very comfortable to hold. And because it's a 15 centimeter butt length, so it's really nice. It's definitely not too short, not too long. Definitely a rod that you want to be casting one-handed. As you can see, there's that really thick section, and then it very quickly tapers down. It's got this nice long ferrule there. We'll take a look at this first guide here. It's got the silver trim. Workmanship looks nice. No sort of imperfections or burrs that I can notice. And you can see that it's got the Fuji logo just on the outside there. We'll take a look at the tip section now. First few tips have this same silver detail on it, and that X wrap, cross wrap, braiding X, whatever you want to call it. Different manufacturers have different names for it. that just continues out throughout here. Another silver detail. And then we get to the tip section where we've got our last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guides, and it is extremely thin. And it says online that it's 0.5 millimeters. And I've tested it myself, and my calipers they don't go down, they're not that accurate, but they say 0.8. So I trust that it's 0.75, but it's definitely very thin, definitely way under 1 millimeter, which means it's very ideal for throwing light lures. And because it's a fast action as well, that's, I think, what makes this rod better at throwing light lures than other, you know, slower or moderate tapered trout rods that are rated to under a gram, like for instance the Ace Hawk AG Venom, or even the Delicacy, because this is such a fast taper that makes it easier to load the tip section. And because only the tip section needs to load, it just makes it a little bit easier to flick out those lighter lures than the slower or moderate action rods. But that's it for the rod. Yeah, we'll catch some fish with it hopefully, and at the end of the video I'll give you my final thoughts. Just been doing a lap of the lake, trying to get a bite, see where the bites are. Came over to this side, it's got the shade and the wind's blowing towards it, so that would probably be the hottest spot, I'd imagine, in terms of the fishing, not the temperature. Oh yeah, there we go. First one on the plume. What do we got? Rainbow trout. Beautiful. Wet the hands and let him go. Oh, there's a bite. Oh yeah, there we go, there we go. We're on. Oh, it's pulling pretty good. Oh, look at the bend in this rod. Line's not cutting the corner or anything. Oh, it was fighting good at the start, but not so much now. Must be a salmon. There we go. First fish on the plume. Australian salmon. It's kind of exactly what I was after. It's all right, buddy. All right, got a nice little grip on him. Here we go. Come on, buddy. Up you go. Yep, on. Yes. Changed up our retrieve a little bit there. Is he still on? Yep. Probably a little salmon. Come on. Oh. Up you get. Just a smaller version of the fish I caught down at the other river. Off you go. Oh. Okay, so here are my final thoughts. I've fished this rod for about 2 weeks now, and I could say it's a very fun rod to use. The casting of it is kind of effortless. It's yeah, it's extremely lightweight. You can definitely tell that it's kind of lighter than probably other rods that you have. And I really love the styling. It pairs well with silver reels, and there's a lot of popular silver reels on the market, like the Silver Feather, as you saw in the fishing video, and of course the Soloking Acura. And the length, the 6 foot length means that you can sort of cast long enough with it, but it's not so long that it's a hindrance. So, you know, 6 foot is a pretty good all-around length. It kind of is a jack of all trades type of length. And if I was to give it a score, I would say in terms of the looks, I would give it a 5. It's very unique. Maybe some people might not like it, but I think it looks very nice, very sort of futuristic. And I'm gonna give it a 5 out of 5 for the looks. In terms of the ergonomics, you know, how it feels in the hand, the castability of it and everything like that, I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5 also. And the quality of the workmanship, I don't see anything wrong with that. So I'm gonna give that a 5 out of 5. Sensitivity, I wouldn't say it is the best sensitivity. I think the Mavlos Ultima is actually my favorite rod for sensitivity, but it's not bad. I'm going to give it a 4 out of 5 for sensitivity. And general castability when it comes to throwing lighter lures, a range of lures really, I'm going to give that score a 5 out of 5. Although if I were to give it some cons, I would definitely say that an extra guide at the tip section would be beneficial. I personally didn't notice it cutting the corner, but I didn't hook into any big enough fish to make that obvious. But I have the suspicion that an extra guide would definitely benefit in that scenario, so that the line doesn't, you know, cut the corner, or the line doesn't touch the blank when it's the tip is all loaded up. And yeah, I could pretty much say in conclusion that if you like the look of this rod and you want to throw light reels, I say you go ahead and buy it. Yeah, it's very unique. You're not going to find any other rods quite like this. So yeah, if this catches your eye like it did mine, then I definitely wouldn't hesitate to buy it. So that's the Mavlos Plume. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up button. And if you have a plume, drop a comment and tell me what your thoughts are on the plume. Catch you guys later.